This next poem I wrote, it was the first slam poem that I wrote, and it's changed a lot from when I first presented it to what it is now, because that's kind of how slam poetry works. It evolves and it changes depending on how you feel that day. Because sometimes some of the words, they don't always make it into the performance, but it doesn't really matter. I hope you like this. I hope you like this. Okay. How do you lose a train? Easy. With a capital A-D, capital H-D, attention deficit hyperactive disorder. And just like you're finding my mind nothing but disorder. And well, that in a sign that reads out of order. You see, my mind is nothing short a hoarder. It takes every thought and thing I want to say and it stores it away for another day. For when that door closes softly behind me, the sweet sounds will echo elegantly through the empty house, down the dark hallway and bouncing back again, unobstructed by any of the noise within my head. B begins, and thus begins the downward descent into insane insanity, which some might say holds no gravity to depravity, but upon persistence of a sane mind mixing actions of morality, one can only explain as an insane instant of insanity, in which the human brain has transcended the plane of humanity, the humanity in what I call simply sane insanity. For it is more insane for me to try and maintain my sanity when every thought besieges my mind, lays waste to the valleys and cities I've built and hidden inside, trapped inside a cage like a bird that doesn't sing. You see, the words of my thoughts that I happen to bring out into the air to flow free. It isn't fair that you could just say what you want, and I struggle to say one single thing. And yes, I know sometimes my words flow like milk and honey. And yes, I know at first this might sound just a little funny. When I say what's been said has been said, so I'm going to say something that needs to be said and said by needing to say. So the words from inside like the light. I look away to my thoughts once one step in my mouth remains to be said. But trying to set the cage in my mind, the key's been lost in a place I can't find. Inside. Trying to set the cage like a bird doesn't sing. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. A train, he says. How do you lose a train, he says. He says you blew it. He says blue. Well, blue, said the kid with the two colored shoes. And right, he said, I see brown, which is something I found not to be true, like the deep color blue in his left-hand shoe. So tell me, why would he tell these lies when we both know he ties the shoes that he wears? Tell me, what would make him dare to say all of these things when we know that it brings a painful, sarcastic remark? What, JP? Did you get dressed in the dark? And well, that's when that again, damn it, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought again. A train? How do you lose a train? It's easy. Hard to say. Well, interesting thing about trains, do you know why the rails are so far apart? You probably don't think about that. Well, I do. It's because of ancient wagons in ancient Rome and the rolling wheels rolling down rolling streets made of stone, and how the wheels push the rocks aside and leave a path for other wheels to roll through. And that's the size we set the rails to. I swear to you, it's true. But a train? How do you lose a train? Well, a train in the brain might as well be a plane. It'll take all the pain. What I see is insane. I won't have to stand here and explain the hurricane, the rainstorm of my thoughts. Because just like in the ancient world, how all roads lead to Rome, the pathways and they're inspired in my mind, I'll go to the same place. That's right. Standing here as my fear and my thoughts take flight, I can remember. How do you lose a train? Easy. With a capital A-D, capital H-D, attention deficit hyperactive disorder.
Yeah.